The hit Jesse's Girl was at the top of the charts in 1981, and it made a superstar out of the artist who wrote and recorded it. His blockbuster musical career was then enhanced due to the role that he had on the hit TV soap opera General Hospital. Well, I found him to be one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. And as you're going to see tonight, a very forgiving guy of a totally lost bass player trying to keep up with him. But I'll accompany singer and songwriter Rick Springfield on Jesse's Girl this hour. Rick Springfield's signature song, Jesse's Girl, was released almost 30 years ago, but is still a popular play on radio stations across America and a favorite with millions, probably on your iPod. It ought to be. But his new music is aimed at a whole new generation, literally. Rick Springfield was here earlier. Rick Springfield, great to have you here. And there are a lot of people pretty pumped about your being on our show. This is exciting.
How do you feel about playing bass?
I'm scared to death. You know, only I and a few people know that I've never played Jesse's Girl ever in my life till you walk in. I said it's like having Tiger Woods play golf with you the first time you ever go out on the course.
Well, I'm not judgmental.
It's a good thing, because I would be so busted if that were the case. But I want to talk about something that you're doing now, and that's something really kind of out of character for Rick Springfield. A children's lullaby CD.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be released. It was something that I wrote when my sons were first born. They're 20 and 23 now, so it was quite a while ago. It was the mid-'80s that I wrote them, and it was just, it was nothing intended for anyone else other than us. So I just wrote it. I had all this new fatherhood stuff rushing around inside my body, and I just went to the recording studio and cut like 10 songs, you know, off the top of my head, and we used them to help put the kids to sleep. We made a couple of tape copies and gave them to friends who had kids. And that was the extent of it. And last year I found them in a drawer, and I was, oh, I haven't heard this in a long time. I've forgotten about this. I put it on, and I was really charmed by them, you know. And I thought we re-recorded them over Christmas, and you know, there's always children being born and mothers, and if anything, I mean, it's a very honest album. It's a little embarrassing because, like I said, it wasn't written with the thought of someone else hearing it other than my family.
Yeah, but you have so many fans that now, when they were young, they were listening to the songs. Now they've got kids.
They've got kids, yeah.
And they're going to want this. We're going to have the website address, and they can get it on the website or on Amazon.
Amazon. It's available right now on Amazon, yeah. And it's, you know, it's not really a record promotion. It's more like just something that is part of me that I want other people to hear, you know.
Well, let's play it. It's called Don't Keep the Sandman Waiting. It's about putting your kids to sleep, huh?
Yeah, this one's, there's a lot of images that are traditional images in it, but I tried to put them in almost like a light pop music.
I wish you'd have had this out when my kids were little, because they wouldn't go to sleep. Maybe
you might have learned it.
Yeah, I might have learned. That was cold. That was cold. All right, we'll give it a try.
Right.
I've done worse things. All right.
We'll do a presidential debate after this, and you can slay me.
There's a very old man with wings so grand, though he's only 5 inches high, and he carries a sack on his old bent back. This amazing old man can fly. In the sack on his back is golden sand. You can see him digging deep as he sprinkles the sand from his little fat hand to help boys and girls to sleep. So don't keep the Sandman waiting. He's really in such a state. There's a boy in France putting on his pants because he thinks the Sandman is late. No, don't keep the Sandman waiting. Did I hear his wings just buzz? Or was someone snoring? The sand is pouring. He's very good at what he does. There's many boys and girls, it's a great big world, and the Sandman, he's just one. And we've all got to sleep, so we mustn't keep his work from being done. He say it to you, but it's very true. You'll be sleeping sooner or later. He should leave very soon. He's gotta catch the moon before it crosses the equator. So don't keep the Sandman waiting. He's got promises to keep. There's a girl in Russia just finished her supper, and she really should get to sleep. No, don't keep the Sandman waiting more than just because. We should all be snoring, let the sand start pouring. We'll all dream of white-winged doves. Don't keep the Sandman waiting. Don't keep the Sandman waiting.
Well,
There
don't
you
keep
have
the
it.
Sandman waiting. I have a feeling we didn't put many people to sleep. We kept them all up. The entire audience is still there with us.
And you stayed with it,
despite the
too.
bass.